So the point of this video is to sort of acknowledge your willingness to improve, and I can see that based on how far you've come already. I want to give you tips on how to get better generally, not at any particular move, but at handling the cards themselves. And this is sort of a weird topic in this, in this space, card magic, sleight of hand, whatever. It's sort of taken for granted that you know how to handle a deck of cards when someone teaches you a diagonal palm shift or a classic pass or a one-handed shift, whatever. It's taken for granted that your fundamentals are good. And that's sort of the point of this. The fundamentals of handling a pack of cards cannot be overstated as to how important it is. For example, I'm just gonna, how do I fix this? Do you know how to handle a pack of cards and get back to this position efficiently from any state? Are they all across whatever? Can you handle the deck in a way to where it doesn't matter what happens to the deck? Can you control it? And that's kind of what I want to emphasize here. I'm going to show you a couple different moves and a few different concepts. This isn't a tutorial. It's more so just showing you what it means to have that confidence that you know how to handle the deck. You can get away with certain moves because of how you handle the cards. And it really is psychological more than anything. If you can train your brain to think that, yes, I can do this, I know what I'm doing, you can do anything. And one of the best examples of that I can think of just off the top of my head is this move where it looks like you cut the card into the center of the deck. Nothing weird happens except that card is on the top of the deck. It's a simple card control. You might have seen what happened. A lot of people don't, even though this is the bad angle. If you didn't see what happened, it's the thing I showed you earlier. Card is on the top. It gets cut into the middle of the deck. I don't care what happens to the deck. I'm not worried about making it look pretty. It's the confidence that I have in performing the move, where it's like, you can do these sorts of things and not worry if you screw up. Even like that, I know the card is still on top. I don't have to worry about it because I have the experience. I've done this enough times. And that's sort of the overarching thing, is like repetition. You have to just sit here and do it and do it and do it, or else, you won't have that confidence. It's about knowing, not just thinking that, yeah, I've practiced this, I should be okay. It's like knowing. It's like, no, this is a thing that I can just do. My fingers allow it to happen. Doesn't matter anything else beyond that. So yeah, something that I'm working on getting, I guess, smooth to that degree is the bottom deal. And it's a move that I'm incredibly proud of my progress. It's sort of a technique that I adopted on my own, and the technique I use for it it's my own. I didn't learn it from anybody. I didn't buy a book, I didn't buy a DVD. I just sat down and I asked myself, how do you achieve this? And that's what I came up with, and I think it's pretty good. The reason I was able to do that is because I've sat here for countless hours just doing it, just trying to do it. It doesn't matter if you fail at it. You just try to do it, and you just, over time, your fingers learn what to do. It just happens. Another example is this. This isn't a sleight of hand technique, but it's a shuffling technique. It's called the one-handed shuffle. I can just sit here and do this over and over and over and over and over again. I don't have to think about it. If I fuck up, it doesn't matter, because my fingers know they know what they have to do to recover because I've sat here and I've done this over and over and over again. I can just do it because it doesn't matter. Like, it's, I hope you get the point. I hope you see what I'm trying to say. When it comes to handling the cards, you just have to put in the time. It doesn't matter. I put in 30 minutes this day, 30 minutes that day, 30 minutes the other day. I've got this to the point where I can get it 6 out of 10 times, you know, relatively consistently. No, screw that. You have to practice until you cannot fail. That is the point here. You have to get to a point where even if you fuck up, or if you saw that, how I fucked up the strip, you can recover, you can make it work, but you have to have the experience and the hours put in to know how to make it work. So anyways, it's a long video to get the general concept of just fuck with the deck. Just sit at a table and fuck with it. Just do it for hours and hours and hours, for years and years and years. You will get there. You just will. You can't not get there. You have to get there. You put the time in, you just gotta get there.